Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about the BMW. BMW is, I guess, getting rid of their base model M vehicles. So whether it's the M2, M3, M4, the base model of those are gonna be those are gonna be gone. So now they're gonna be strictly selling the M2, M3, M4 competition edition, which cost a little bit more. You know what? I'll be honest, not a little bit. It costs way more. The competition edition usually has the more oomph, if you want to call it. It has way more power. But the base model before, if I remember correctly, a few years ago, the M2 was just its own thing when the M2 first introduced, was first announced and everything. And then they made the M2 competition edition. So what they did was they took the motor, from what I hear, from what I heard, is they took the motor from the M3 and they stuffed it into the M2 and kind of just made it or detune it and gave it a little bit less power the than the M4 or M3, whatever, you know. But the M2 was so light, it was still running circles over the M4. So anyway, I will also go to their website so you can see roughly what the cost is going from a base model M3, I'm sorry, a base model M2 to a M2 competition edition. So I'm going to do that first before we dive into the article. All right, so I guess they don't have a M2 in the competition, so we're going to do the M3. I'm sorry, the M4. Apologies. So if you get the M4 competition edition, that is going to be a $4,000 add-on. So they're trying to, in my opinion, they're trying to maximize as much money as they can, so they're not making too many trims, I guess. So the M4 competition, the 2024, starts at 503 horsepower, which is a significant amount comparing to just the regular M4, that twin turbo. So it's just to me, it just seems like it's just a different tune that they run on the vehicle. Different tune, maybe, and maybe a little bit more aggressive stylings and stuff like that. A little bit of more of the a little bit different way that the vehicle look. In my opinion, it should look a little different, not like a full on different. Ugh, kidney grill. Not a fan of these at all. Then again, the new M2 looks like trash to me. It literally looks like trash. I like the design of the first edition when they first made the M2, but the new one, oof, no thank you. No, thank you. That's a huge pass for me. So anyway, as you can see, it's a like I said, it's a $4,000 add-on if you want the competition edition. You know, so you may get some different rims and stuff like that. Just a little bit difference in the, and obviously a little bit more power as well too. As you can see, this is the base model. The rims are completely different comparing to the competition, and yeah, just different packages. So anyway, we're gonna go to the article right here. M Brand introduced the competition layer, which actually now has become the new normal. Van Meel told Car Throttle, so the standard M will go away. More or less already has gone away. We are not going to split any longer between M and M competition. It will all be competition in the future. As a result, the M3 competition, for instance, will become the preferred choice for those in search of high performance BMW sedan. However, this doesn't mean there won't be option for buyers who desire even more performance. Yeah, they get crazy with the naming. So you have a CS, CSL models are being introduced to provide an even more extreme performance option. So instead of just giving you that performance, they want you to pay more money because you have your regular M4, right? Then you have your M4 competition, and then you have your M4 competition. I don't know what the other L stands for. If you do know, let me know in the comments below. I'm sure my BMW enthusiasts will let me know in the comments, which I appreciate. The fact that they just, to me, it just seems like they're trying to maximize their profit and trying to minimize the amount of trims that they're putting out. Most car companies have been doing that as of late, whether it's Honda, Toyota, or whatever. They're limiting the amount of trims to maximize the profit as much as possible. Some companies have actually started getting rid of their base model and starting you in the almost like the one trim higher than the one before. So you no longer get those hubcap wheels. You might get like some alloy wheels or whatever. So I've seen this happening in the car industry. But anyway, you let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the changes? I, I don't care for it, to be honest. Like the new design of the M4, the M2, I think those design are completely trashed, in my opinion. You know, you may have a different opinion than me, which is fine. It's all okay. We're still car enthusiasts at the end of the day. It's still the car. It still fucking goes, but you know, for me, it's a hard pass. I would much rather buy me a used M2 older model because I like that design way more than I like these new ones. As always, make sure to like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you in the next one.